Now to that bombshell NFL report on Deflategate. The investigation finds that Tom Brady likely knew that Patriots staff tampered with the balls before the AFC Championship game. ABC's Ryan Smith is outside the Patriots Stadium in Foxborough, Massachusetts with the latest. Good morning, Ryan.
And good morning to you, George. This report on Deflategate that took league investigators 103 days to produce puts Tom Brady firmly in its crosshairs, saying staffers wouldn't have doctored game balls without Tom Brady's knowledge and approval, and disputing Brady's claims that he knew nothing.
This morning, New England Patriots quarterback Tom Brady hit hard by the investigation into the now infamous Deflategate scandal. The 243-page report released Wednesday stating it is more probable than not Brady was at least generally aware of the inappropriate activities involving the release of air from Patriots game balls. The report also says 2 longtime Patriots staffers, locker room attendant Jim McNally and equipment assistant John Jastrzemski, participated in a deliberate plan to circumvent the rules at the AFC Championship game against the Indianapolis Colts. Touchdown! The report, likely a blow to the credibility of the Super Bowl champion quarterback who claimed at the time he did nothing wrong.
Is Tom Brady a cheater?
I don't believe so. I mean, I feel like I've always played within the rules. I would never do anything to break the rules.
But 3 months before the scandal broke, according to the report, Brady angrily complained about the inflation level of footballs after an October game, prompting McNally to text this message to Jastrzemski. Tom sucks. I'm going to make that next ball an expletive balloon. The report states in the weeks that followed, a flurry of text messages ensued between the pair, including this message seemingly alluding to Brady's apparent knowledge that the balls were being tampered with. Talked to him last night. He actually brought you up and said you must have a lot of stress trying to get them done. According to the report, McNally, referring to himself as the Deflater, at one point seemingly asking in jest for Jastrzemski's help in getting Brady to pay up if he wanted balls inflated the way he liked. Let's make a deal. Come on, help the Deflater. Brady himself refusing to turn over his texts and phone logs. This morning, the NFL says it's considering what steps to take in light of the report. Patriots owner Robert Kraft saying in a statement, to say that we are disappointed in the report's findings, which do not include any incontrovertible or hard evidence of deliberate deflation, would be a gross understatement.
Brady isn't commenting on the report, but apparently his dad has his back, telling USA Today Sports, I don't have any doubt about my son's integrity, not one bit, and adding, quote, this was Framegate right from the beginning. Robin?
Okay, Ryan, thank you. ABC's Dan Abrams is here with more on this. We're going to have Michael weigh in as well. What do you make of the language that was used?
Well, they're being very careful to say more likely than not, effectively. Same standard you use in a civil case, by the way. And you hear the Patriots saying, well, incontrovertible evidence. Well, yeah, there's not proof beyond any doubt in this case. There's not proof beyond any doubt in courtrooms all the time. So this is the evidence they have. We're talking about deflating footballs, not taking someone's freedom away. And this is the standard that I think is appropriate.
And with Tom Brady, he did not release his text messages. He didn't have to. It's not a criminal investigation.
That's right. He didn't, and he's not going to. And now he's going to suffer whatever consequences that they decide to inflict upon him as a result. There are really 3 possibilities here. Big fines, I think that's for certain. Possible suspension of Brady. That's possible. Many people think that that's unlikely. And number 3 is the possibility for the team of the loss of draft picks down the road. We'll have to see if they do that. But, if you think about this in the big context of it, compared to a criminal case, right? Murder would be fixing a game. That would be the equivalent of murder. The spy scandal might be the equivalent of voluntary manslaughter. This is probably assault and battery, something a little bit lower than that. And so I think you'll probably see a slightly lesser punishment than you saw in the spy scandal.
And what do you think here, Michael? Because the draft just ended, so it would have to be the next draft if there was some sort of penalty.
Yeah, but when I agree with Dan. I think it's more likely a big fine, which I don't think the team's going to have any problem covering. They've already gone on to win the Super Bowl. The draft this year has already happened. I mean, I just think it's one of these things. Everyone says, does it really make a difference? In those weather conditions, it does make a difference. But the fact that Tom Brady, they're not sure if he's involved, it is guys, I guess, of a lesser importance, it seems like, with that team. I don't know if you can even take draft picks away.
And the investigation found that the owner, Robert Kraft, and the head coach and the coaching staff had no knowledge.
Yeah.
That's one thing that was definitive.
Brady's mentioned 378 times in there. So it's clear that they were focused on Brady throughout this. And he was definitely sort of mentioned in the text messages, et cetera.
All right, gentlemen, thank you.